Okay, so exclusive story here. Yeah, so basically, I'm going to tell you my story. Well, my experience, sorry. My experience of working with Coconut Court. This was one of my high ticket sales, I would say. I had some real estate stuff, but a little too touchy to go into right now. I would say the best one I could do is my Coconut Court Beach Hotel. I sold my services basically to them. I did business consulting with them for 6 months. Yeah, 7 months, exactly. Yeah, so for 7 months, I did some business consulting with them. They are a hotel in Barbados. They are basically trying to increase sales and get some. They want to basically have a full house for a while, and they also want to upgrade their status to a five-star hotel. So I was working along with them, increasing sales. Um, yeah, so they had a really nice, uh, they had a good Christmas last year. New Year's was really good. Then we upskilled. They had to do some uh, basically basically companies that the travel agents, sorry, they came and did checks, so they had some checks to do. So they were doing that recently just before I left, and they are well on their way to becoming a five-star hotel, which is really good. So amenities they had to upgrade, where they had to get a spa, a gym, so all that is coming. They did a upgrade on the appearance of the hotel, which is really nice. Yeah, and so working along with them, helping them to get sources where they can get all the work done, great pricing, all that was done. So selling to them at first, because that started in November. Yeah, started in November. So went in, well, I sent an email at first and just letting them know exactly, the situation in the hotel, what I thought of it. They appreciated my candor and they invited me to have a meeting. And I went in to have a meeting with them, sit down, discuss exactly what was their plans, what they were seeing, because it was just, I mean, all the hotels in Barbados are catching up from COVID. That's, a situation that happened. And they were basically down for that time. So it was catching back up on funds and then, upgrading from there. So I got into them, just let them know exactly where they're at, well, where I thought they were at. Then they told me where they were at. And then I was like, okay, cool. So it's not too far from. And then I said, well, look, I can help you with first building systems because they got a lot of new staff. So I helped them with training staff. I've been in the hospitality industry for at least 8 years now. So I helped them train staff. And then from training staff, it was working on getting all the different contractors to help them with upgrading their amenities. So it was doing that. And as I said, building relationships is very important. So at first, I said, well, you know what? I'll just take normal salary. That's just a little stipend, you know, because I mean, the hotel is trying to catch back itself. It only makes sense that put forward some value, build a little trust. So that's what I did with that hotel, and they appreciated it. So now they are well on their way, as I said, to becoming a five-star hotel. Um, I've put in they've they have good staff now. Management is nice. They still have a few things they need to touch upon, but they know what they need to work on, so they'll do that. And yeah, so management is nice, staff is nice. As I said, they're doing chats with other tour operators to make sure everyone knows where their standard is now and how to sell the hotel to future guests, which will be of this season coming up, starting in September. So they're doing that. That's well underway. So it was one email, one meeting, got into the door, started value from, because the email was value, meeting was value, and then it's basically started on a very limited budget with them, where I sacrifice, funds, and I give them my time, and they see the fruits of my labor, working with the staff, working with contractors there on the island, and then yeah. So now it's just to make sure that these things continue to work with them, follow up. So I'm not with them like on site right now, but just follow up with them, make sure that these things work out, and then, you know, reap the fruits of my labor. So that's, and yeah, so that's a high ticket sale, selling my services, because yes, initially it might have been a low price, so it's just value, but then afterwards there'll be some kickback, which would be good. So selling services like this, selling products, basically the same thing. I sold exactly how I would benefit them, and I gave value up front at first, and they bought. So that's exactly what you want to do. Now it's just keeping up with them, making sure that everything works out. Smooth sailing.